Hey Jeff, why is the camera on? What do you mean someone sent in a question? What, after a year of doing Ask the Beard and Behind the Beard, somebody actually sent us a question to answer? Okay, sweet, let's get into it. G'day guys, my name's Bruce Garrett and I'm the owner of GingerBeARD Media. Behind the Beard is our video series where we go behind the beard. We talk about everything to do with video production, from our productions to your productions. So Jonathan sent me a message. He said he's planning to start a video podcast on age palliative care called Care TV. He's got all his equipment, so his DSLR and mics and stuff like that. But what he wanted to ask was, how do I make people feel comfortable when they're speaking on camera? So this is actually quite a difficult question to answer, but I'm going to give it my best and we'll see how we go. The first thing is that it does take time to build a relationship with someone. The first thing that I'm doing when I go into a shoot is really looking to have a conversation with people who I might be interviewing. And I do that because I want them to get comfortable with me in a very short period of time. Most people do find it difficult to talk on camera, and so therefore it's a case of trying to get them to chill out. A lot of the time we're also working against the clock because a client is obviously paying us, and so we really have to use that time effectively. So I guess my first tip is just make sure that you start building that relationship with people so that they trust you. So you want to get in, you want to be nice and friendly, happy, smiley, you know, start to chat to them, try and take on any concerns that they might have, any questions they might have, and basically just settle their nerves down. That's my kind of first step. I usually give people a bit of a brief before I go in. So I talk about what the project is entailing, what we're really trying to get from them, whether it's short answers, long answers, and again, most of that is to set them at ease. For most people, they do get a bit intimidated by equipment. It is one of the reasons that we tend to shoot on smaller cameras. Basically, we can start to take that equipment out of people and just try and feel like we're having a conversation with them rather than them having to speak to the camera themselves. So my tip number 2 is really try and think about it as a conversation between you and people, and try and remove the equipment so that they're not worried about it. It no longer becomes a conversation between them and equipment and just a normal conversation. My third tip about having people on camera who aren't used to it would be around planning. Make sure that you've got a list of questions, make sure that you know your equipment off by heart, because often people will reflect off how you're acting. So if you're fumbling around, they start to feel nervous, and that would lead into tip 4 for me, which is really that people bounce off your mood. So if you're looking to shoot a more energetic piece, then you yourself need to be more energetic, and that in turn will get other people energetic. Similarly, if you're shooting a lower key piece, then you need to keep your feelings, you know, soft and muted, and people will bounce off that as well. I've also found that the way that you ask questions will often reflect in the answers. And what I mean by that is if you have a longer question, you will often receive a longer explanation as an answer. So if you're looking to shoot short and snappy content, then really you want to try and keep your questions as compact as possible. So that's my top tips that I think help to get people comfortable on camera. I don't think there's an easy solution. I think it is a multitude of things, but I hope it helps you filming out, Jonathan. If you have any questions about the next video project that you will be shooting, be it your own video project or something that you'd like to get our input on, then please feel free to get in touch and ask the beard. As ever, if you're interested in talking about how video could be right for your business, I'd love to have a chat. GingerBeARD Media. Get on beard.